Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at the newest collectible minifigure series. That's going to be the Muppets, finally, set number 71033, retailing for $4.99 USD or $5 for each blind bag. These characters, all 12 of them, are so cool, decked out to the nines with dual molding, arm printing, leg printing, exclusive head molds. It's insane how much love and detail was put into these characters, and you can really tell the designers, I believe it was Matthew Ashton actually, really do care about the source material and wanted to do the characters justice. I'm just going to gush for hours and hours, so without further ado, guys, let's just jump right on in, take a look at these characters. I know the review's coming a bit late, and I was actually able to get them early, but due to circumstances outside of my control, you're only getting the review now. Sorry about that, but better late than never, right? The first character, according to the checklist for this series, is going to be Ralph the dog, which is very interesting. I definitely thought it would have been Kermit. But Ralph here is a very good-looking character and contains two accessories, the first of which is this very nice bust of Beethoven. This is actually one of the only two instances of a normal minifigure head appearing in the series, and he does contain an alternate facial expression. There's a smiling face on this side, and then one with his eyes closed, and a very nice concentrating on music expression. Really cool, and he has a great hairpiece as well, all done in white. Additionally, Ralph also comes with a piece of sheet music. Now, I know nothing about music, so this means nothing to me, but if you guys know the significance of this piece, please let me know in the comment section down below. You can pause to read it if you want, but it's very nice, and it's a really good print, not a sticker, which is also really great. Now, the Ralph minifigure himself is detailed remarkably well. I was not expecting side-of-the-leg printing and arm printing, which this character has on both sides, as well as feet printing and hip printing. I really thought LEGO would have cheaped out and done just plain legs and plain arms, but I'm really happy they didn't go that route. Aside from his pretty plain body, he has a remarkably good head mold. There is a full 360 rotation there. The ears don't block it, which is really nice. And the dual molded, lighter face and darker hair and ears, really love that. And I love how there's raised for a design, not just printed for a design. Really makes this character stand out a bit more. The mouth is very expressive and the eyes are some really good prints. And all in all, this is really just a great minifigure and probably one of the It's one of the most plain in the series, but I mean, saying that, he's got arm and side of the leg printing. I don't know what else you could have wanted. The second character is going to be Dr. Bunsen, and he is only one of 4 characters that uses medium legs. Not sure why they chose to give some medium and some tall, but it is what it is. His accessory is going to be a pretty simple beaker piece, nothing too special, although it's a really nice translucent color, and I do love that. I'm not sure if it's exclusive or not, but it is always good to get extra versions of these. The character himself has some very nice printing. His black shoes kind of go around the whole side of his feet, although they do not continue onto the back, and the character does not have any back printing. No arm printing as well, but it's also not needed. The lines in his torso seem really thick and dark to me, but I really like that. They provide extra detail. The pens in his pocket are really cute, and I love that tie. Notably, he also has a LEGO Friends hole in the top of his head for like a bow attachment or something. I don't know why. I don't know if he wears something in the show that LEGO intended on including and then just never did. So if you guys could think of what I could put in that hole, just let me know. But it's weird that he's the only character in the series to actually have that. His head is not dual molded, that is just printing for the glasses, but it still works really well. Although the top of the frames don't have any printing and looks a bit weird. Maybe dual molding should have been the way to go there, but he still is a great looking character, and I'm really glad to have him. You can't have Bunsen without having Beaker, so here's Beaker. He's so adorable, and right away I'm drawn to the fact that his torso is the same color as Beaker's skin, Beaker's torso is the same color as Bunsen's skin, which is pretty interesting. Not sure why that is, but that's really cool. Beaker's accessory is going to be a built accessory, actually. He has a walkie-talkie control panel. It's a printed 1x2 with the dial in the red. Not sure what that means, but it's in the red. That can't be great. Aside from that, the character is incredibly detailed. He has dual molded printed legs. The sneaker designs wrap around the sides. I really love that torso. You can probably use it to make a really good custom Professor X from the new Doctor Strange movie, so that's awesome. And then the dual molded, I think triple molded head, honestly, so cool. He's got a really nice nose and eyes there, and then I just love how the mouth, it's open screaming, so accurate to him in the show, and then the red hair on top, it's just perfection. There's no back printing, which is to be expected, no arm printing, but it's not really needed. This character looks lovely, and he's super expressive. The fourth character is going to be Gonzo, and they look superb. Probably one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character in this entire series. Everything about this character is just perfect. The accessory is going to be his chicken Camilla. While a new mold probably could have been introduced here, I'm totally okay with the basic chicken mold being used. The eye printing is exclusive and very nice, and the chicken just looks incredibly accurate. Although, like I said before, a new mold would have been better, but it's not needed. Gonzo themselves have an amazing torso that I'm very tempted to steal from my sig fig. The arm printing with the chilies is chef's kiss perfection. The tie is also incredibly neat. I love the polka dots on it. This is one of the other 4 characters that uses the medium legs, so interesting. I'm not sure if I feel like the heights are kind of funky. Aside from that though, the dual molded head here is so great. I loved the nose, the curved nose, so good. And then the way the eyes, they're so expressive, it's really great. And then their legs are incredibly detailed. They have, again, shoe printing all the way around, side of the leg printing with some really nice sparkles. The belt design is really cool. Just an incredible amount of detail for this minifigure. Not expecting it at all, but I'm really glad. And I honestly can't think of a way they could improve this. From the mold to the printing, there's nothing left untouched. Even the back of the torso, there's more chilies. And I mean, back torso printing is a decent rarity for some of these figures, so it's really nice to see it here. Finally, it's the main man himself, Kermit the Frog. Kermit is so cool, and while he's not the greatest character in the series, I mean, he just sells it. He just sells it. The rainbow tile piece is a really great accessory. I believe it's exclusive. I have a rainbow piece prior to this, but I don't think it's quite as bright and everything, but still really, really cool. And I mean, hey, I'll always take a good rainbow tile. I have some really great plans on how to use this. His other accessory is going to be a really cool ukulele piece. I love this. Instruments are always something that's really fun to get in Lego form. There's a grip underneath so you can actually grab it if you want. It's just really cool. This might actually be a banjo. I'm not really sure. Please don't hurt me in the comments. I'm not sure what musical instruments are exactly. Aside from that, the minifigure is rather plain. There's no leg or arm printing. However, he does have some back printing with the little frill around his neck. I think a fabric piece might have been better than just printing. However, I'm not going to complain at all. His head mold is really great, and I've seen some people do some really great customs for Frog Thor with this, so I'm excited to try that myself. Really love the eyes there, and then the mouth is really expressive. Maybe a little big, but still really, really great. There's some really good printing in there. While not the most detailed minifigure, he's certainly the most iconic and recognizable, and I mean, the series would have been a miss without him. The next character is going to be Miss Piggy, and wow, the detail on her, incredible. Her accessory is going to be a printed 2x3 tile that says Miss Piggy with a picture of her character wearing the exact same outfit, which is really nice. Not sure if this is like a movie poster or a magazine or what, but it's an incredibly detailed piece, printed on a white tile, so that's awesome. The character herself has dual molded arms and legs, which is incredible. The arms have some very nice silver bracelets on them, and the combination of tan and purple are really great. The best part is you could also take off her head and use this for an actual person's torso if you want, because the skin color is a human one, not like a blue or funky green Muppet one. The head mold is really great. I love the dual molded hair. Unfortunately, because of that, there is not any posability with the head. You can't really turn it at all. It's a bit unfortunate, but sacrifices did have to be made for accuracy, and I'm totally okay with that. The dual molded legs are really cool as well. I love the skirt piece, and then the silver shoes going all the way around are also phenomenal. There's a little bit of back printing you cannot see with the headpiece on, so you can take that off. It's a very nice belt, and there's some really cool silver shiny sparkles. And then the front, there's some pearl necklaces and a really cool belt. Honestly, a very detailed minifigure, and I'm very excited to see what people use this torso and legs for in terms of customization, because I can totally see this being carried over for prom dresses or ballrooms or other types of customization. Halfway done now, and if I had to pick my probably second favorite character, Fossee Bear definitely takes the win. I love him. He's so great. His accessories are actually really cool. He has a very nice brick-built microphone stand for his stand-up comedy. Really like that, and it's done completely in black, which is really cool. And you do get a bunch of extra pieces from this as well. He also has a banana. Obviously, what else would you give him? Perfect accessory there. The character, much like Rolf the dog, doesn't have too much detail. However, he's decked out with arm and side of the leg printing with the same kind of fur patterns. Continues onto the back as well, although where this character surpasses Rolf the dog is he has that bandana wrapped around, and the printing for that continues on the front and the back. Really love the detailing, and his head mold is great. Surprised they didn't do the hat as a separate piece like a Lego Friends peg, but I kind of like the fact that it's molded in there. Really love the printing on the inside of the mouth, looks really great. And then the eyes are very expressive, and again, he has the raised fur texture on his head as opposed to print him. Looks perfect. Honestly, no improvements could be made. This character is so cool, and I just love the fact that we finally got Fossee Bear. Okay, I know I said Fossee Bear was probably my second favorite, but it's a close tie between him and Animal. Animal! Oh my goodness, I love him. He's so great. He also has probably the greatest accessory of anyone, that being a full drum set with this amazing printed open mouthpiece, and it's got like this shiny gold. Oh, it's a perfect drum set. Very large though, and also my only problem is this one is loose and you can't lock that. So whenever you move it, it just wiggles, which isn't the best, but it's still a really cool drum set. The character himself for accessories uses 2 Harry Potter wands as drumsticks, the perfect piece. I don't know what else you would have used. He has dual molded arms and legs and back arm printing, like, oh, wow. The leg printing's pretty plain. He just has the string going down and some kind of ripped pants, but that's all he ever wore, so that's perfect. Really love the torso. He's got some really nice flame designs printed on the arms, along with some really nice metal bracelets. The character does have significant kind of turning ability with the head, although you can't do 360 turns, just kind of side to side because of the way the fur hangs down in the front. That's okay. I don't want to turn his head all the way around regardless. The dual molding, I think triple molding, quadruple molding? I don't know, there's a lot of detail on the head there. The print on the inside of the mouth is incredibly crisp and clean, probably one of the best looking ones yet. And then the hair design is perfect. I love the choker on the back there, so good. And then the eyebrows, I mean, they're wild, they're bushy, they're crazy. It's animal, they nailed this figure, he looks perfect. Just 4 more characters to go. Here we have Wardolph, and I constantly confuse him and Statler. I'm pretty sure this is Wardolph, but I could also be completely wrong. He has 2 pretty good accessories, the first of which is a printed 2x2 tile with 3 Z's on it. Really nice and definitely indicative of his character. The other one's just going to be an unprinted teacup and saucer, which is pretty nice. That appeared a lot in the Harry Potter line, but it's nice to get it here. The character has some really great torso printing, and I actually got 2 of him to use for a custom character, so stay tuned for that video eventually, if I ever manage to get it out there. There's no arm printing or back printing, but he does have some very nice shoe designs going around his feet. Aside from that, no leg printing. The suit design is nice. It's a 3-piece suit, and a really cool tie printing, phenomenal. And his molded head is great. The eyes are kind of squinting like he's half asleep. And there's some really good dual molded hair on there for the mustache and the actual hair on the back, and a very nice bald spot. Notably, he does not have an accessory hole. I don't know why Bunsen did. Again, like, it feels like these would be the 2 characters to add it because they have the whole flat domes, but only Bunsen got it, so that's kind of weird. Aside from the, printing on the torso, the character's not terribly detailed, but, I mean, I don't know what else you could put on it. He looks perfect and incredibly accurate to the actual Muppet design, and there's no improvement that can be made. I am perfectly happy with this character. 2 peas in the pod, here's Statler, and he is really great. Notably, he uses long legs while his partner there uses medium legs, very interesting. His accessory is going to be a laptop with a very nice print representing Scooter. Unfortunately, this character was not included in the CMF series. However, it was nice to get a little nod to him in this printed computer, and it's got a keyboard there as well. This is the book piece, so it looks a little funky when you close it, but I do appreciate this over the normal laptop piece. I think it does slightly better. This character doesn't have too much in the way of detail, just like the other heckler. I forget which is which at this point already. No printing on the legs aside from some black shoe designs. No arm or back printing. However, he does have a very nice jacket print, which is kind of hard to see in the shadows. There you go. It's another one of those 3-piece suits with a tie. And then the character has gray hair as opposed to white. And I just love that giant chin and the nose. It's perfect. And then the dual molding for the hair is flawless. He looks great. And you can turn his head almost to the sides. It just kind of gets stopped by his chin unless you want to pick it up a lot to turn it. Don't want to have to do that. So you can't do full rotation, but you can get pretty darn close to it. Sorry, our next character is going to be the Swedish Chef, and he's phenomenal. Accessories are really great, including a talking tomato head. This is one of the only 2 instances of a normal minifigure head appearing in the series, and it's really cute, and I'm very excited to use that head for some incredibly cursed customs. So other accessories is just going to be a whisk, nothing too special there. Character has some truly magnificent printed arms there with some really great line designs, along with cuffs with buttons for the end of his sleeves. The apron is tied in the back and it continues that blue pattern. He has dual molded legs with boot printing, along with some very nice darker blue designs there. Really great bow tie and no eyes, but he's got a giant chef's hat. This is 1 piece, not 2. I was surprised. I thought that would be like a different either stud connection or Lego Friends kind of pole connection, but no, all 1 piece. So it's really great quadruple molding again, honestly, because it's tan, darker tan, later it's orange, burnt orange color, and white, so that's really cool. Character has some really great hair designs going all around, some really nice raised ears. He's incredibly accurate looking, and I love that head mold. It's perfect, and the nose is just so funny. I love the Swedish Chef. He was always one of the funniest characters to me just because he never spoke, and all the characters were so funny about it. Really love him. Great character to have here. And the final character in the series is going to be Janus, one of the other members of Animal's band. I wish we could have gotten all of the members, but spots are limited, and if they had to pick two, I think Janus and Animal. Listen, those are the only two whose names I remember, so they definitely picked the right ones. Her accessory is going to be a brand new exclusive guitar there. Really love the printing on that, so it was great to get more instruments for people who actually are musicians. The character herself has a nasty limitation, as in the way her head works. It cannot be moved at all. Her hair locks it in place. That being said, though, she is one of the most detailed heads, right up there with the Swedish Chef and Gonzo. I love it. I love it. She's got some printing on the top of her beanie, or I think it's a beanie at least. Really cool there. No eyes, just their like nice closed eyelids and eyelashes. Some really great lipstick on there, and some very nice blonde hair on the orange skin tone. Pulling that off, though, we can get a better look at, hopefully, those heads are pretty tight on. We need to look at her torso print, which is a nice necklace, along with a pink tank top. And then there's some more lines for that on the back. It's basically the exact same on the front and back, just minus the necklace. Her leg piece is really cool, dual molded, of course, with some nice blue shorts, a very cool rope belt, and then she actually has feet printing as well for the shoes going all the way around. And I just love her. Really great character, really good one to end on. I'm glad we at least got two of the, I think it's 4, maybe more, members of Animal's band. The packaging for this is pretty basic, return to form, which is the plain white packaging. They do a great job displaying some of the most iconic and important characters on the front here. We got the Muppets logo on the side, nothing on the back. Pretty simple, nothing too expansive here. Now, I hate the checklist for this series. I don't know why they did it on the green Kermit fur, but it's not like real fur. I don't know, it makes me ick. I don't know why. Also, the angle is just kind of weird, how it kind of cuts off. Like, I don't know, they tried something new, and it did not work, in my opinion. Muppets logo sideways there, all the characters displayed. I don't know, the checklist just bothers me. I really don't like it. On the back, it teaches you how to build Foggy stand, Muppets. They're all Muppets. Animals, drum set, and then the computer here with Scooter on it. I'm really glad they included instructions for this, because honestly, I would have been lost without it. It's the one time where I'm like, yeah, Lego, we needed instructions. I missed the days it was just all the parts in the back. Kermit's the advertising figure, as he should be. The windband's on the back there. Nothing too special else about the checklist, though. And with that, that sums it up for my review of the Lego Muppets, guys. I have wanted these for so long, and I'm so happy to finally have them in hand. None of these characters disappoint. Even the most plain of the characters, Ralph, is still decked out with side of the arm printing, leg printing. It's crazy, and some really great accessories to make up for it. No one in this series is a dud. Every single one is great, and every single character choice is perfect. I literally cannot think of a character I would have preferred to have in this series over any of them. So hey, better than the Marvel series, am I right? But no, honestly, this is perfect. I don't think there's honestly going to be a series 2, because I can't think of 12 more figures that they would want to do for a full series. This is just perfect. They really struck gold here, and you guys better go out and get these while you can, because just like the Marvel series, I feel like these are going to sell out and then just be gone, and they're going to go skyrocket on the aftermarket. Yeah, that's all I got to say for these characters. Make sure to let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Who's your favorite? Who's your least favorite? What do you think of my opinions? I'd love to hear from you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic and safe rest of your day. I'll catch you all in the very next video.